doing tonight. I ain't been on stage in a minute, so I'm a little nervous. Bear with me now. If I forget something, y'all can just fill in at any given point. I give you full permission. So, I don't even know where to start. All I gotta say is I'm wearing my best shoes. I hope y'all like them. Remember when they was doing girl. Remember when they was doing all the looting and stealing? I bought these off a crackhead for $5. He came up to me like in a plastic bag with the shoes in them, just like $10 right now. I said $5. He said okay. And now I'm the flyest nigga in the room, and I can't help it. You know, just how I feel. Let me get to the real stuff though. I've been needing to talk about this for a while. I've been locked in the house with my stepdaughter for the last 3 weeks, and she's been driving me fucking insane. So, where do I start? I have turned my stepdaughter into a fucking menace strictly by doing stand-up comedy. And I'll explain. I don't think she knows that majority of things that she does are funny, but I think she knows that I find it funny. I know that doesn't make sense, but bear with me. She will basically just do random shit at any given moment, and I have no idea if she's really serious about doing what she's doing or she's trying to make me laugh. Let me give you a few examples. This was 3 days ago. Driving her to Boys and Girls Club. She comes out in the car, and you know, I'm just making small talk. It's just me and her. I'm just like, hey, Bella, what do you want to be when you grow up? She gets quiet for a solid 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, maybe she's thinking about it. She looks me dead in the face and is just like, I want to be black when I grow up. And I'm just like, wait, you know being black isn't a job, right? And she's like, it's not? And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, what the fuck? Like, you either are black or you're not. Like, you can't be both. But that's the thing, she was dead ass serious. So I don't know if she was trying to be funny or not, and that's the scary part. I've never been more scared of a 10-year-old girl. And I'm not ashamed to say that. It's my big hairy black dude, but this girl scares the fuck out of me. She might be a serial killer. Let me give you another example. This is my wife right here, so she can attest to everything I'm saying. And we were in the grocery store last week, and you know, my stepdaughter is a live motherfucking wire. You would think she touched a motherfucking power line. The way she can't stop moving and she just shaking and giggling. We in full public in the grocery store. She runs up to me with all this like energy, you know, and I'm just like, I got a bad feeling. I'm like, Bella, please don't say nothing fucking stupid. And she was like, I promise it won't be stupid. I promise it'll be okay. There is a family at the end of the aisle. It is a white family. It is a dad, a mom, and then a little white baby in the cart. She points at the baby and is giggling like, I don't know, she feels like this is the funniest shit she's ever heard. And she's just like, there's a white baby, and takes off running down the fucking aisle. Like, and you see my wife, so you see she is white skinned. My stepdaughter is half white and half Puerto Rican, meaning that she's a white looking little girl pointing out other white babies in the grocery store and hoping that I would find that funny. You know, and like, I mean, in that moment I didn't laugh, but upon further investigation, now I'm talking about it now, I do laugh. But at the time I was like, so? Like, are those white people gonna pay for our groceries? And she didn't have an answer, so I'm like, don't tell me about it then. Like, the fuck? Let me give y'all another example. This is what I go through on a daily basis. This is about 3-4 weeks ago. I picked up my stepdaughter from Boys and Girls Club. I'm like, hey, you wanna go to the park? She was like, hell yeah, let's do it, nigga. She didn't actually say that, but when she talked, I talked to my, to be honest, I talked to my stepdaughter like she a nigga on the street. Like, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, nigga, leave me the fuck alone. Like, it's a little white girl. So, when she talks back to me, I just hear her as like another nigga on the street. Maybe that's not okay, but it is what it is. I'm not a good influence. Let's just be honest. But anyways, back to the story, sorry. Because I go to take her to the park, and I'm like, you know what, Melly, you've been talking about getting your scooter. I'll grab your scooter, we'll have a great fucking time. We'll burn out, do some whatever fuck you want to do. She got one of the cool scooters that when you step on the back, it'll leave a flame trail. So, you know, even as a, you know, see exactly. I never had no shit like that as a kid, so as an adult, I'm like, this is my shit. Like, I've been playing with that thing more than she does. You know? But yeah, we take her scooter, she's having a motherfucking ball, I'm having a motherfucking ball, all these old white women in the park are looking at me like I'm a fucking pedophile, and I'm just not comfortable at all, so I stopped. Anyways, let's flash forward a little bit. Moment of weakness on both of our parts. She went to go play with some kids, I pulled out my phone, do something, I don't know. Her scooter ends up getting stolen. You know, I'm just like, fuck, whatever, sorry baby girl, you know, we'll get you a new one, it's not a big deal, you're getting too big for that scooter anyways, I'll play with it more than you anyways, so don't worry about it. What's it called? We're walking home, and she says the weirdest thing to me. She's like, Melvin, I'm just so frustrated. Can I curse? And I'm like, I don't know what to say, because you see how y'all got shocked, like, really? That was the same way I was. I wasn't laughing or anything. I was like, maybe that's something that you need to get out of your system. Maybe you'll feel a little bit better if you vent that anger. So I'm like, you know what, baby girl, go ahead. For 5 fucking full minutes, this little girl said every curse word she'd ever heard me and her mom argue about, every curse word she'd ever seen in a movie, everything. She went on this long ass rant talking about those motherfuckers, how could they take my scooter? I'm gonna hit all them bitches in the kneecaps when I see them. I was like, where are you getting this shit from? But she was going in. So she finishes, I'm like, you feel better? She was like, yeah, thank you for that. And I'm just like, you're welcome, nigga, I guess. Happy birthday. Cause I gave her shit for her birthday in July, so it was an early birthday gift. But this is where shit get weird. Okay, I'm almost done. Oh man, they rushed me off stage. But what's it called? A few days pass. It's about 2 days later. My stepdaughter comes up to me, ball of energy once again. She's like, hey Melvin, remember what I was saying when we were leaving the park? I'm just like, yeah, what's up? You were super upset about them stealing the scooter. She was like, you should talk about that in your next stand-up special, and then just took off fucking running. Again, the last thing I'm gonna end off with before I go, like I said, I talked to my stepdaughter like she's a nigga on the street. I got a phone call from her school on the last day talking about Bella was saying some really obnoxious things to some kids. Apparently, my stepdaughter decided to start calling kids in her class bitch-ass niggas. And that was the most proudest I've ever been of her ever. Thank y'all and good night. That's my time.